And the Texans are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
Two good drives on their first two possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out now come the Lions. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. What a call this is. Tied in overtime, and they are going to line up to go for it. 4th down. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So the OT clock hits 0, and still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 136 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And the timeout coming in here with just 7 seconds remaining in the extra session. From the 41, here's 2nd down at 7. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 35. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. This now in field goal range. It's a question of when you want to try it. Here's first down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A give. This is Montgomery. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. And the Lions, yes, the Detroit Lions have won the Super Bowl. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.